Good evening, everyone. MJ here. It's another Thursday, and we are live. It's MJ Live, and this season or this series of shows, it's going to be about tech tips and tutorials. I'm going to be sharing some techniques and some tips and of shows. It's going to be about tech tips and tutorials. I'm going to be sharing some. I am going to be sharing some technical tips and strategies for using social media primarily. We're going to start with social media, and today we're going to continue what we started on Tuesday. So we're going to continue with stories, IG stories, Instagram stories, and show you how to do a few more things. I know that certain people are waiting to know how to design the highlight covers. So we're going to do a bit of that. We're going to do a little bit of boomerangs and so forth. So if you have any questions about Instagram lives, or actually we'll do Instagram live too. I don't think we did that last time. All right. So before we get into anything, we're going to play a little bit of music just to make sure that you guys get in here. Will give us a chance to share and all of that good stuff. All right. So let's go and let's hear some Tikwanya. Hello, Jessica Watson. Hello, Jessica Watson over there in the UK. Welcome, welcome.
I live to make you laugh every day and night. Anything to get a glimpse of those pearly whites, the sparkle in your eyes when your lips bend up. Let me see those dimples, I can never get enough. I try and try, but I'm undone. You're my favorite drug. It's always the same, like a shot to my heart again. It's inevitable, a chain reaction I can't control. Hit me all up in my feel-goods when I see that smile. Yeah, those butterflies get loose inside and it drives me wild. Sunny days, they ain't got nothing on the way you shine. Oh, it all up in my feel-goods and it feels so right. You're a work of art, like a diamond in the rough. Ain't no competition, baby, you're the only one. I admit that I'm stuck, like honey, I'm buzzed. So sweet is the feeling and I can't escape the rush. I try and try, but I'm undone. You're my favorite drug. It's always the same, like a shot to my heart again. It's inevitable, like a chain reaction I can't control. Hit me all up in my feel-goods when I see that smile. Yeah, those butterflies get loose inside and it drives me wild. Sunny days, they ain't got nothing on the way you shine. You hit me all up in my feel-goods and it feels so right. Da, 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 da. I'm feeling good. Da, 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 da. Feeling fine. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. Yeah, you got me all up in my feel-good and it feels so right. Just like a cool breeze, you send chills through me. I'm a sucker for that feeling. Hit me all up in my feel-goods when I see that smile. Yeah, those butterflies get loose inside and it drives me wild. Sunny days, they ain't got nothing on the way you shine.
Hey, Sandra, welcome. Sandy. Jessica Watson. Welcome to the show tonight.
Feeling fine. Feeling fine. Yeah, you got me all up in my feel-good and it feels so right.
Good evening and welcome everyone to MJ Live. We're going to play another one or two songs. Want to give you guys a chance to come on in here and share. We're going to play one or two more songs just to make sure that you're in here. I know that some people were waiting for this trading and I want to make sure that they get in here as well. All right. If you're in here, just drop me a message. Let me know that you're here. Let's play one more song. Okay, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful week. It's been great. Who's here? Who's here?
There's a million reasons to divide. Everybody see the world through different eyes. But can we see humanity, dignity, equality, victory for you and me every single time? Or is it always gonna be we tit for tat? Change your mind, flip your view, look where we at. Pointing fingers, middle fingers, yeah, who to blame?
Welcome, Gary.
Getting under our skin where we all the same. I gotta let the madness stop with me so we can live in harmony. But sometimes we fight on opposite sides, can't tell who is wrong, don't know.
Wait for Dr. Marcia to arrive.
As long as we try to see things out of I'm good, you good, you good, you're good, you good, you're good, you good, you're good. Keep your enemies closer than your friends. But who's left when you keep unfriending them?
Gary, could you hear the music?
Mad at folks, lot opinion in. Code switching, politicking, hard heads defending them. Then pretending out in public everything's fine. Authenticity shot, living in a lie. Too much honesty, it's getting hard to breathe. Do we believe in love enough to put it on the line? I gotta let the madness stop with me so we can live in harmony. Sometimes we fight on opposite sides, can't tell who is wrong, don't know what is right. But as long as we try to see things out of I'm good, you good, you good, you're good, you good, you're good, you good, you're good. Sometimes we fight on opposite sides, can't tell who is wrong, don't know what is right. But as long as we try to see things out of I'm good, we good, you're good, I'm good. I gotta let the madness stop me so we can live in harmony. Sometimes we fight on opposite sides, can't tell who is wrong, don't know what is right. But as long as we try to see things out of I'm good, we good, you're good. Sometimes we fight on opposite sides, can't tell who is wrong, don't know what is right. But as long as we try to see things out of I'm good, we good, you're good, I'm good.
All right, guys, we're going to play one more. We're going to play one more song, and I'm going to just give you few more minutes just to share the post because we're going to come with some good teaching here. All right, so go ahead and share, please. Thank you so much.
Fighting, we've been fighting for so long now. Tired of trying, cause everything I do is wrong. I open my heart up to you. Now you act like there's an issue. Funny, but I still love you. I just need to know you want me to. I don't wanna walk away. Boy, it's hard for me to stay here. My heart is in the way, but I gotta look out for me. I don't really wanna be your girl tonight. I need a break from you, baby. I'ma call my girls, I'll be alright. I'm tired of fighting with you, baby. Give me a sec to think it over before it's over. 'Cause I don't really wanna be your girl tonight. Hanging with your friends, that's all you do now. Always lying when you open up your mouth. I wanna give in, wanna trust you. Sometimes it feels like I don't know you. So tell me what I'm supposed to do. I just need to know
Getting
you want
started
me
soon,
to.
very, very soon. Hey,
I don't wanna
novelty.
walk away. Boy, it's hard for me to stay here. My heart is in the way, but I gotta look out for me. I don't really wanna be your girl tonight. I need a break before it's over. 'Cause I don't really wanna be your girl tonight, no. Not tonight, no. Not tonight, no.
All right, we're getting started very, very soon. Let's see, people are coming in now. I've just tagged a few more people. I think we have time for just one more song. Yes, guys, it's going to be a good one tonight. It's going to be a good one. Get ready for some more training. Who was here and who saw the last training?
Baby, I got a secret. Can I trust you? I wanna tell you, but I don't really know if you can handle this. Oh yeah, thinking about crossing the line now. I'm kinda crushing. Look at me blushing, boy. How can I get to know you better? Oh yeah.
All right, guys. How you feeling tonight? Drop me a message in the chat.
I can't even play it off no more. I wanna get closer. Come on, let's get closer now. Hope that I'm not wasting my time. Put my heart on
All right,
the
Willie
line.
Reynolds.
Tell me, baby, will you be mine? I need to know. Come on,
Bring it on.
let me know.
I love it.
Hope that I'm not wasting my time. Before I put my heart on the line. Tell me, baby, will you be mine? We've been friends for forever. You know me better than anybody else. I don't wanna mess it up what we have. Oh no, sometimes you gotta take a chance, yeah.
Get ready for our training
When
right
you
now.
find it, you gotta grab it. So come on, baby, get to know me better. Oh, try to hide this feeling, but I can't even play it off no more. I wanna get closer, so come on, get closer. Hope that I'm not wasting my time. Before I put my heart on the line. Tell me, baby, will you be mine? I need to know, come on, let me know. Hope that I'm not wasting my time. Before I put my heart on the line. Tell me, baby, will you be mine? Try to hide my feelings, but I can't even play it no more. I wanna get closer. Come on, let's get closer. Hope that I'm not wasting
We're getting
my
started
time. Before I
any
put
second
my
now.
heart on the line. Tell me, baby, will you be mine? I need to know. Come on, let me know.
Where's Marcia? Let's talk to Marcia tomorrow.
Hope that I'm not wasting
Is she here?
my time, no.
See some of her.
Before I put my heart on the line. Tell me, baby, will you be mine?
All right. Hey guys, MJ here. I am your friendly digital marketer. Today I'll be doing some training. We're going to continue our training of Instagram stories. Instagram stories today. And what we're going to do, and if I could just ask you to just go ahead and share the post one more time if you haven't done so already. What we're going to do today is show you a little bit more about stories, because there's quite a few things to do with stories that we haven't looked at yet. We didn't do boomerangs, and we touched on the highlights on Tuesday, but we didn't finish how to design them. And then we're also going to look at highlights, a couple of more things as we go through. All right. So let me know if you're here. I can see Willie Reynolds. Welcome, Willie. Welcome, Novel T. Welcome, Gary. Welcome, Sandy, and welcome, Jessica Watson. It's good to have you all here. I hope that you will enjoy today's training. All right. So let's get right into it. Just drop me a message if you are here and you can see everything clearly. All right. So we're going to push this to the side. And then we will look at our phone. We have our phone on the computer so you can see everything nice and clearly. All right, guys. All right. Okay. So let's somebody could send Marcia a message and just remind her that we are starting. If somebody could just send her a quick message, I would appreciate that. Mr. Gary, send her a message or Novel T. Somebody send her a message. I know that she wanted to be a part of this session. As a matter of fact, let me put that over there, and I can put that over there. All right, we are ready to go. Thank you. So the first thing I'm going to show you then is the boomerangs. So again, just as a reminder, we're in Instagram. In order to get into Instagram, all you need to do is go to your phone, and this all the work I'm going to do is going to be done from the phone. As a matter of fact, let me make a note of a couple of things that are coming to mind as we're talking here. Always getting some ideas, always getting some good ideas. Posting from the computer. Post from computer. All right. Okay. All right. So open up your Instagram icon and click on the plus sign at the top. So we are going to create a boomerang. At the bottom, you'll see stories. Click on stories at the bottom. All right. And as you can see, I've got my phone right in front of me. I'm going to click. I'm going to click on this little symbol here. Do you see this little symbol? Hey, we're just getting started. We're waiting for you, Marcia. This little symbol that looks like an 8 on its side. You're going to click on that little symbol there. So now we've activated the boomerang, and the button at the bottom here looks like the same thing. It has that little 8 on its side. And all we need to do to create a boomerang is to hold down the button and just do something. It doesn't have to be much because the computer, the phone is going to record for about 2 seconds, about 2 or 3 seconds, literally about a second or so. All right, so I'm going to just do it, and I'm going to do something to let it record it. Okay, here we go. Hi. So it's about 2 seconds or so. All right. Literally 1 second. All right, it's kind of odd. It's kind of weird. But what it does, it just repeats the action that you've done over and over again. All right. So I'm actually going to delete that one. It looks weird. And I'm going to try a different one. Just going to discard that one. And I'm going to try one more. Here we go. That was so quick that I did. That was so quick that I don't even like that one either. The great thing about this is you can just delete it if you don't like it. So I have to hold my finger down on the button. There we go. Hey. All right, that's my boomerang. I think I'm gonna like this one. Yeah, that will work. That will work. All right, guys. So once I've done that, I can add a few more things to it if I wanted to. Like I can add my little filter if I wanted to. You know, I love my filters. And then I could even add some text. So let me put this down so I can type. Okay. Hey. Let's change the font. Hey. Everyone. All right. So that's how you do the boomerang. Very, very simple. And you might be wondering, well, what's the point of it? What's the point? You know what? There's really no point. The only point is it's to add some different variations to your posts. And, you know, you can do some things that are pretty interesting sometimes and have a little bit of fun. At the same time, what social media is all about is drawing attention to yourself, entertaining people, and being active so that people can interact with you. Once people start interacting with you, they get to know you, they get to like you, they get to trust you, you're consistent. Then when you build a friendship, you build a social media presence, then at some point you may actually contact them, or you find out what you have in common, so you'll be able to, possibly do business, or, associate, enlarge your contact list, all of those different things, So that's my little boomerang. I'm just going to hit the stories and hit save to the stories. So that's going to save to my stories and also to my Facebook stories, because I have both of them connected together. All right. Now, let's go on to something else. We're going to talk about the highlights. This is where we're going to spend most of our time today, as a matter of fact. Now, do you see how my highlights, I have some nice little buttons here. They're all in unison. They all have the same design. That's not by accident. I've had to design these, and I choose blue for this set of icons. And you can change them out anytime you want, but that's what I've done for my highlights. And when you do a Instagram story, all of your stories will be under your profile picture. But you can, let me just turn this down. You can move your stories to your highlights, right? Because the stories will disappear after 24 hours. And if you don't want them to disappear completely, sometimes you might have some really cool ones. You don't want them to disappear completely. You can add them to your highlights. Okay, save them basically. So I've already saved these ones. Anything that you see that has a heart next to it down here, that means it's already been saved to one of those highlight buttons that you just saw. All right, the very last one that I just created, this one has not been added anywhere yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to add it to a brand new button, and we're going to create a brand new icon for the button. So let's go ahead first of all and add it to a sorry, I'm going to add it to a highlight. Let's not that one. Let's go back over here. Yep, I'm going to add it to a highlight, and I'm going to say, I'm going to move over to all the way to the right and add it to a new highlight. And as you can see, it's just going to show the picture of one of the last highlights or stories that you've done. I'm going to just give this a name. I'm just going to call this one, I'm going to just call it jokes for now. And I'm going to click add. So I've just added that story to my jokes highlight. There it is. There's my jokes highlight. It has one story in there. Okay. Now, if you have any questions as I'm doing this, just let me know. Okay. All right. Now, let's go over to Canva. I'm designing all of my graphics, all of my stuff. It's all done in Canva. And before I open it in Canva, I just want to I don't want you to see the finished thing yet. Well, it doesn't really matter. Here is my finished product. I'm going to show you how I did this. All right, this is my finished product for my story cover, my highlight cover, and here are all of the other ones. All right, these are all designed. So all I did was I went into Canva and I created a design, and I created an Instagram story as the design shape. All right, so here's a blank piece of paper here. So what I did, I used the background. I forgot what background I used, but I'm going to put in a background just for the sake of it. I'm going to put in this background. You could change whatever background you want. You know, there's all sorts of different designs here in Canva. You can choose which background you like. Right, let's just choose this one for now. And then what I did to create that particular story was I created a circle. So I just went to elements and used the circle, lines and shapes. I used the circle and I just made it a bit bigger, I think, right there. and I gave it whatever color I wanted to give it. So let's just give it I don't know, let's give it a white background for now. All right. And then what I did was looked for some sort of icon that would fit. If you're still with me, just drop me a hi. Just drop me a hi if you're still with me. And I just went through and I actually went to the elements again and I searched for icon. All right. And through the icons, I just found what I wanted. I just found something that would represent what I wanted. So, there's a lot of different types of icons. You could have something like that, or you could have something like that, or you could have something, like this. You could have a check mark. That wouldn't work. I would have, there's a lot of different things. Some of them I'm going to have to change the color of some so you can see it. But let's show you some others. Let's take a look at this one here. And then I can also change the color of this one. So I could make the white part, I could make that green, and I could make that green part white. So it's something like that. Okay. So we could do something like that. I've got a fly buzzing around my face here. All right, so that's how I designed it. Real simple. But this is the design that I went for. I have a background. I think I have something behind this background, as a matter of fact. So let's try to recreate that effect where I have a background that's kind of a little bit faint. What I did with that, I actually went to elements again. I went to my square element. I put that over the background there, and I made it the transparency a little bit fainter. All right. And then I can just make that cover the whole thing. And then just send that to the back. Send that to the back there, send that back again. And there you have that kind of an effect. All right. So that's basically what I did there. All right. So does that make sense, guys? Marcia, does that make sense? Tell me if you could do something like that in Canva. I know, Gary, I know that you've had training. You could do something like this. Novelty is used to using Canva, but this is especially really for Marcia. Now, I've already shown you how to do one thing in Canva. There are a lot of stuff you can do in Canva. Canva, you can do a bunch of stuff: text, audio, video, backgrounds, templates, elements. Oh my word. Gary, you have maybe 3 or 4 sessions in Canva. I've given you a lot of training in Canva, and you do your own designs now. You can design pretty much anything that you want, especially for your team and for different things. Now, Marcia, do you think that you could do something like this in Canva? It doesn't have to be, well, I'm going to actually strongly encourage you that it's not exactly like mine, but you can do something that is either, like that. Whoa, somebody's trying to call me while I'm on the thing. Yeah, just play around with it. Just play around with it. Absolutely. Let's see. Somebody was trying to call me. All right. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about that, guys, in the chat. Let me know what you think. That is my design. So I'm going to download my latest design and show you how to put it in place, which I think I may have shown you that already on Tuesday. But in Canva, I'm going to hit download. I'm going to keep this as a PNG file. I'm going to just download the first one, which is page 1, done, and download this file. Now you can design stuff on your phone. Just going to download this file. Just going to call this front. Just download that file there. And then I'm actually going to send it to myself. Yes, I will have to walk through it myself, but it seems pretty straightforward. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good free training here, right? Good free training that I'm giving you. So let me go. What I'm going to just do, I'm going to just send it to myself. I just like to send it to myself real quick in Messenger, which here's one here. Send it to myself. Whoops. Send that to myself. Get this out the way, and then go to my phone. Go to my phone, and I'm gonna murder this thing here. Go to my messenger and just download this file. Save that file to my phone. Okay. And now I can upload that to Instagram. My jokes. Edit, highlight. I'm going to edit the cover. Again, we went over this before on Tuesday. And then I'm going to select my icon, which I just downloaded to my phone. Click on the arrow. And then click done. All right, so that's my lovely new icon. Click done again. And there I have all of my icons all in sync and looking very, very lovely and nice. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? Let me get some feedback in the chats. Hey, Tina's here. Welcome, Tina. What do you think, guys? Do you think that you could do that? Okay, it's good to have you with us today. We're doing some training, some tech training. I just showed you how to how to create your buttons for your Instagram highlights. And also I showed you how to do a boomerang. What I'll show you next will be how to do Facebook Live. Not Facebook, we're on Instagram. Instagram Live. And it's very, very simple. Do you have the Canva app on your phone where you can just pick up the design and just make straight the IG from the phone? I do have the Canva on my phone. However, whenever I'm designing stuff on my phone, I don't have the same features that I have on my computer. So I don't really like to design stuff on my phone that much. So I'd rather just design it on my computer, since I'm at my computer most of the time. Anyway, it's just simpler for me. So yeah, let's just do a little bit of, not the design. No, do the design on computer. Yeah, I design on my computer, and then I can put it to my phone if I wanted to, but it's this works for me. Willie says, what was your thought process behind the colors? I have trouble determining what works. That's a very good question. And I'll show you, actually. I changed the color of my design. At one point, I was using black and red for everything. Those are usually the colors that I like to use. And as you can see, from my surroundings here, I have a red curtain. I have a black dress. My colors really are red and black. But I felt like for this kind of new season, I'm moving into gold and blue. Gold and blue were my colors for this new season. And as a matter of fact, there is another reason. Then, yeah, there is another reason, actually. Let me just push this back down again. There is another reason, which I'll share with you. So I'm actually a part of a community. And this community, let's go back. This community is a place where we all support each other. We work together, we play together, we challenge each other, we inspire each other. There's a lot of mindset. And our chair lady, our group, the group's colors are blue. The group's colors are blue and yellow. I think it's really blue and gold. So I've incorporated the blue and gold in my design. So now I'm using the blue buttons here. I'm using the blue and the gold here. Did anybody else pick that up, guys, in the chat? Did anybody else pick that up? The blue and the gold. So I'm using more blue in my pictures As you can see, the blue here, my blue top here, blue, white. I'm bringing out my blue. I did a photo shoot several years ago, but I'm bringing out my blue pictures, blue colors throughout. So I'm just, I'm just trying to embrace the blue and yellow a little bit more of recent days. As you can see, a lot more blue coming out, whereas before I was all about the red and the black. Look back here. I'm all about the red and the black and the white. Do you see that? Do you see the change? Did you see the stark change? Black, red, white, and then suddenly after this announcement here, then you've got blue, blue popping up everywhere. Does anybody else see that? I wonder if anybody else noticed that at all. Did anybody else notice? Unless there's a slight delay. Let me know what you think. What you think, guys, in the chat. Okay. All right. So yeah, novelty. I'll listen when I'm done. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. So all right. So where was I gonna go? I was gonna just do a aesthetically pleasing, and yes, I did. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And I'm glad to have the feedback there as well. All right. So the last thing I'm going to show is the Instagram live, which I think should be fairly straightforward, but I can't take anything for granted. That sometimes what I think is straightforward, other people may not. So I will show you exactly how to do an Instagram live post. Okay. All right. So all I'm going to do again, I'm going to click on this plus, the plus button at the top here, and I'm going to select live. Now, you might not always get these options coming up like this. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't know why they do and why they don't sometimes. But click the plus sign and click on live. And immediately it'll show your camera. Put your camera onto something that's stable. Right now, because I'm doing this demonstration, it's not going to be stable. I'm going to be holding it. But it's best to put it on something that's stable. So it doesn't wobble around so much. And then you can also use filters. Now let me see, where are the filters today? Where are the filters today? I don't have option to. Where are the filters? I'm actually going to go into this a different way then in this case. So I think if I go in a different way, I might get the filters. So let me close out of. Oh, there they are. I just saw them. Now I see them live. All right, let me just do this one more time. All right, now I've got my filters. Okay, so I'm going to put a nice filter on. Do we like this one? Or do we like this one? I like this one. Okay, so all I need to do now is hit the button and I should be able to go live. All right, so here we go. And we're going to hit this big button at the bottom here. All right, it's going to check my connection. And then it tells me that I'm live. So again, you just start talking right away. As soon as you go live, don't try to wait and to see if people are going to come, because sometimes people don't come. So just assume that people are there, because when people do come into your live, then they will just see you talking right away. So I see that Gary is with me. Hi, Gary. How are you? And Foxy Crafted has joined me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just doing a little bit of teaching here. She Stole My Thunder is here. Wow, hey! How you doing? She Stole My Thunder. I'll come back to you in one little second. Oh, wow, this is a fellow YouTuber, and we are just doing a little bit of teaching on how to do Instagram Live. So I got a beautiful filter up, and when people come in, wave to them like that. Just click on the little wave icon, and that will wave to them. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Fantasy Folly has just joined us. Novelty's just joined. I'm going to wave to everybody that comes in. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And so now I'm live on Instagram. Hey, hey, I'm just doing some training here. And then if you wanted to bring somebody up to be a part of the show with you, you can also do this. Click on the plus sign at the bottom here. All right. And then whoever is in, you can invite them to join you. So I'm going to invite Gary. I know that Gary's usually up for something like this. So I'm gonna invite Gary and click the invite button. And then if he's willing, he will join me on the Instagram. Let's see if he's going to come in. There he is. Hey Gary. How are you? Awesome, awesome. It's good to have you. Now, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're enjoying the training. This, a repetition will give you a lot more experience to do it. Have you done the Instagram with somebody else before? Once only. And oh, self-prompted. Now, would you be comfortable to do this now? Okay, good. So I would encourage you to do a little bit more, not just once, because you'll probably forget how to do it. All right. And then you could also have at least 2 more people, I believe, 2 more people in. So your network is a little bit wonky there. I don't know if it's you or if it's me, but I'm going to invite somebody else up to see if anybody else would be willing to come on. Let's see if Novelty will come in. Gary's volume is a bit on the low end of things. Yes, and that's because I need to turn this up, as a matter of fact. So oh, there we go. Hey. Hey, Novelty. How are you?
I am wonderful. I am just checking you out, Miss Millissa Jayne.
Thank you. So go ahead and put the filter on your side as well, if you like.
Yes, filters are the way to go, my dear.
Yes, yes. So it looks like
I'm trying to find the fantasy folly is in my way. Okay, so while I'm on with you, here we go. The light in my background was kind of obstructing me.
All right, here we all are.
Favorite filter. But I put on, hey Gary, I put it on one of my favorite filters, and I'm gonna bring myself up in the screen. I need to move. There's something in my way, like writing. I can't see.
Oh yeah, that's
Fantasy Folly is also watching live video. That's what I'm looking at. So my face. I can't see the filter.
Gotcha. Oh, I see what you mean. So I don't know how to get rid of that text. I'm sure there is a way to do it.
It's not moving. But yeah.
Hey, welcome, guys. Good to have you here. Welcome. All right, so thank you so much for helping me do this little test here. We've got 3 people in. I wonder if anybody else is in who wants to join in the fun here. Don Fire Morgan. Let's see if Don Fire Morgan wants to come and join us. So I think we can have at least 4 people on screen. So that was me and 3 others. Let's see if anybody else wants to come in. Hey, Tina. How you doing? She stole my thunder. We're going to have her speak to her in a little bit. All right, so nobody else seems to be coming in. That's fine. But the other buttons on here, the little question mark here, if people want to ask a question, they can ask a question in here. And if there's a, if you're a big YouTuber like the lead attorney. Hello, McCoy, welcome. If you're a big YouTuber like the lead attorney and he has 500 people on his Instagram live, you won't be able to see all the comments that are going up so fast. But if people put a question in, like Gary just did, what is your next session? You can actually see the questions very, very easily, and you can bring the questions up as part of the stream as well, like that, and close them out whenever you're ready. So that's very, very handy. And of course, you can also share. This is the last icon at the bottom here. You can share your live to friends as well that are on your list. Okay. So I think with that, that's completed this portion of the training. Thank you guys for helping me to teach. Be wealthy, be wise. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. All right, guys. So we'll end this portion here. Thanks so much again. All right.
Well, thanks for having us.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Bye bye. All right, we're gonna end this. End the video. All right, so guys, so you see how easy that was. Share to IGTV, and I'm also going to select one of the images to be the cover. So we'll choose this one since it has all three of them in. And what I've noticed on my end is that my picture always seems to be pixelated whenever I do the Instagram live. Don't know why, but you can go ahead and select one of the images from the video or add a picture from the gallery. All right, so you can actually go ahead and take a picture if you wanted to and use that, or just use one of the pictures, one of the frames from the from that. All right, so click on next, give it a quick title. Whoops. Testing IG live, and put a description in if you want to, and hit post. I'm not going to take time to do that. All right, so that's while that's doing it. To find that, you'll find it in your IGTV. Okay, you'll find it in this icon, under this icon, IGTV. All right, so with that, we've done a few things today. She Stole My Thunder says, easy peasy. Easy peasy, she says. And what else? Let me see if there's any other questions. She Stole My Thunder. Wow, Gary, looking good, man. Let me put these up here. Gary's volume. Yeah, so the volume was low because you basically have to speak right into my mic in order for the volume to be heard. And of course, I wasn't using the volume from the phone. Okay. So let's see. Did you connect your phone to the computer? I have my phone connected to the computer to show you, but the volume wasn't coming through the computer. So yes and no. Yes and no for that. Heather, welcome, Heather. Nice to have you. Learned a lot. Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. If you haven't seen the first part of this, go back into my YouTube channel. You'll see it right there. As a matter of fact, let me show you exactly, because we spent about an hour and a half on Tuesday going through quite a lot more. So you could go to my YouTube channel. Let's close out that. I know I had it up here. Let's go here. Oh, I'll just open up a new window. If you go to my YouTube channel, this one here, how to create IG stories, tech tips and tutorials, that was done on a day ago. You can find that video there, and we go through everything from scratch. All right, gonna tinker with that later. All right, and if you wanted to go and see some of my other videos, I have how an attorney earns over 20,000 per month just from YouTube alone. Such a cool guy, awesome attorney, the lead attorney. Go check out his YouTube channel as well. And you also have other videos that are on the techie nature. I have lots of interviews and stuff as well, but I really want to draw your attention to all of the tech videos, which I'm going to be doing at least 2 streams per week, giving you tech tips and hints like what we just did today. We'll go through things. Some of them you might know, some of them you may not, just to help you get your social media game up and up and popping. All right. So let's see what else. Did you connect? Let's see. Let me just go ahead and stop sharing that for a second so I can put me over here. Let's see. Great tips. Since you have used these methods, you have you noticed seen more engagement from your audience? Absolutely, yes. Yes, you I get more engagement, and it's also up to you to engage more. So for example, if somebody likes something, make sure that you like the fact that they liked your thing, and you may even send them a little message as well. You might start engagement, start conversation with people. All right, it's all about growing engagement. It's all about liking people's things, and like stuff on their page too. Go look at their page, like their page, send them a DM, and just say, thank you so much for engaging in my page. Just start conversations. Start conversations. It's all about engagement. It's all about connecting. It's supposed to be social, right? So we want to be social. We need to be social on social media, right? I need to know how to connect my phone to the computer. So I've used a thing called Visor. I've used a thing called Visor. Let's see if I can pull that up. Let's see if I can pull up the Visor for you. Where is it? There's a tool called Visor. See if I can pull it up. Yep. Let's see if I can show you this. And I will do a tutorial about that as well. But let me just. I know I'm not going to show you how to do it in detail today, but this is what it looks like. This little thing here, this window is called Visor. It enables you to connect your phone, this area here. Let me just drop some other things down so you don't get confused. It enables you to connect your phone to the computer and be able to demonstrate what's on the computer. So yes, I will show you how to connect that, how to get this set up at some point on a future show. Okay, guys, let me actually know in the chats what else you would like to see, because I'm happy to demonstrate pretty much anything that you would like to see. Gotta tinker with that later. Is that my friend Heather Llewellyn? So here's the thing about when you go live with other people, their friends, their Instagram followers will see, will get notified that you've gone live as well. All right, so that you can actually leverage other people's audience as well. So when you go live with somebody else, especially if somebody else has a bigger following than you, then you can leverage their audience. They'll get notified that you've gone live. You see, it's almost like you going live. They'll get notified, except you're with somebody else. All right. What microphone do you have? I want to start doing live, but don't have a good microphone to use. I use something that's fairly inexpensive. I think it costs probably about, I want to say about $60. I think it's called a Technica. Audio Technica. I will actually, what I plan to do is to drop my equipment into my description, just like how Before the Billions does it. He drops his mic. I also use a mixing board. I have several things that I will actually plan to put it all together into a list and have that always available in my descriptions. So it's a pretty good mic. I've been using it for several years. It's on the low end as far as expense is concerned, but it does the job. It's very, very nice. People have said it sounds very, very good, and you could definitely use that. So thanks for that question. She stole my thunder. As a matter of fact, she stole my thunder. Let me see what time it is. If you would like to come up, I would like to invite you up. So let me go ahead and just drop the link in the chat. You're welcome to come up. Mike, camera or not camera, it's up to you. I'll just drop that in the chat right now. And also, let's see, what else do we have? Yes, Novelty, that is a friend of yours. Great to see you, my friend. This is a social gathering here, guys. Always come here and tell your friends that we're here every Tuesday and Thursday, because people can learn some good stuff here. You're watching, my friend. Okay. Yes. So I meant to link you today. All right. Okay. Melissa is so amazing. Oh, she teaches us things that most people will charge for. You're right. I do. I go back and forth. I go back and forth sometimes to know should I charge? Because all of this stuff that I'm teaching right now, I actually have courses for them. So I don't know. Sometimes I just get generous, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? I go back and forth. But thank you for saying that, Tina. That post right there is going to be highlighted on my stories. Trust me, trust me. A friend sent me the link and started watching on Sunday, I think. Beautiful, beautiful. Listen, we can also support each other. And right now, I'm going to read some more of these comments. But first, before I do that, I want to bring up She Stole My Thunder to the stream. Hello, She Stole My Thunder.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Bonjour, bien. It's been a while since I've spoken French. It's been a while.
Yeah, we're gonna make your tech talk into a French language talk as well. So as you're teaching people how to use Instagram, I'll translate it to French. That way, people learn French at the same time. That would be amazing collaborate there.
I love it. I love it. Hi there. She stole my thunder. I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself to everybody.
Yes, thank you very much. First of all, thank you for being gracious enough to invite me on your channel. It's very kind of you. My channel is obviously, She Stole My Thunder. And I got connected to you via Before the Billions, who I got connected through the lead attorney. So it's all that little circle that coming together. And my channel is really just a little bit like you, where it's more like archiving some of the stuff that I do. But I'm in Montreal, so a lot of my videos are from the things that I've done around the city, the festivals, the museums that I go visit, all that kind of stuff. But I am trying to, as I said in the comments, trying to get into live, because people like you are inspiring me to be like, you know what? I need to do more things here. I need to get involved and do little things. And, I've posted a couple videos where it's like, oh yeah, my thoughts on this particular artwork and all these kinds of things. I'm like, you know what? I need to do this. I need to get that energy out, because like a lot of people with the whole COVID, it's like you're sitting around like, what do I do with my time? What do I, it feels like one day is just blending into the other. I have to do something at least, So it's like, okay, you know what? Let me get a good micro, because right now, hopefully my microphone isn't too bad, but I'm literally using the micro on my computer. I know it's not the best, so it's like,
okay, it works. And what people say, or what the lead attorney will say, and everybody will say, just start where you are. You can always grow. You can always improve or increase later. But I haven't had a chance to actually check out your channel yet, which I feel bad about. But now, after today, I'm definitely going to go check out your channel tonight and see what you have up there. But thanks for coming up. What did you think about the training? I know you came in sort of towards the ending part. What did you think about the training that I gave so far?
Well, the part that I saw was that part where you were going on Instagram and go here for the filter. I'm not a big Instagram fan, so for me it was, I didn't know Instagram could do that. Oh wait, filters, go add people to your what? So for me now, it's like, okay, I need to go back to the beginning of the video and watch it from the beginning.
Yes.
And especially I'm as I like to joke around, an amateur professional photographer. And so for me, it's like, okay, maybe I should get some of my photos into Instagram. So it's like, hey, so now you're giving me ideas for that too, we got to be social on the social network, like you said, right?
That's right. And you know what? The lead attorney. Now I keep on referring to the lead attorney, and those guys that are in the chat room who are not familiar with him just yet, you need to go and check out my video on that I did. That I put up on, I think I put it up on Monday or Tuesday. Go check that out, because it's only a 15-minute quick set that I did. Well, the lead attorney, he's a 20-year divorce attorney who just started a YouTube channel about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and he's so transparent in the way how he's growing it, and he's helping people like myself, like She Stole My Thunder, like Before the Billions, and many others to help to grow their channels. But what's so great is that he's not a techie, right? He's not a techie, and he's not this world of social media is also foreign to him. But if he can do it, and we can do it too, right? Right? She Stole My
Yeah.
Thunder.
Of course, of course. And like that's a great point. It's that, I'm somewhere in the middle where I know a little bit, but you're right. It's that's what's fantastic about the modern day technology and social media. It's quote unquote idiot proof. Like anybody,
Right?
like as long as you know how to turn on your computer. And he said it, I think, on last night's stream with the Before the Billion, where it's like, look, I have no knowledge about this. Yeah, I'm still able to cut. And if you can't do it yourself because, I'm too old, I'm too stupid, there's people that are willing to teach you, like you, like Before the Billions, like so many people that will hold you out by the hand and come on, follow along here with me. I'll walk through this slowly, so that's what's so fantastic. And like I just said, with like our community, we're willing to help each other out and grow and get better. And whether it's, hey, do a live, go here, go there, or having those kind of like, I want to find a husband. What do I do? And you'll have child, like blind guy and their wife will give you like marriage counseling and all that.
Yes.
And, so it's like we're all connected through, and you're like, I can go to this channel for this advice, that channel for that advice, and we're all connected, intertwined with each other. And that's what's so fantastic about the community now.
I love it. And you said something right. We're all connected and we're all in a community. So last night you were on with Before the Billions, right?
Yeah.
And I checked, I had just finished teaching a class with some of the people that are in the group, right, in the chat right there. And I finished teaching this class and I jumped on in the chat room. I was like, I'm a bit tired. I'm not going to come on camera today. But when I checked onto YouTube, I saw, and I'm going to actually pull up my my Instagram. Did I put it on? I actually saw that there were about 5 different people that were on at the same time. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Who? And that's within the community, that's within our community. And I was like, who should I watch? But I'd already gotten into Before the Billions. And there's something about his channel that I really, really like, and I think it's because he does talk tech. He's is in the technical arena, and so there's a lot of identification there. I can identify with what he's talking about a lot of the times. So, but yeah. Out of all of those channels, there was about 5 that were live at the same time, and you and I were talking about creating a schedule, right?
yeah, exactly. And I sometimes feel bad because, like you, it's like you have 2 or 3 people that you genuinely want to watch and sit and listen to them. But sometimes, what I'll do, I'll open 2-3 tabs and just have them on in the background, mute their volume, so at least they get my view, even though I'm not there watching.
Good point. That's a really
yeah.
good point. I like that idea, actually, because I was thinking to myself, how am I going to concentrate if I do that? But just to be able to, like, you might be able to chat in one and then be able to listen to another. So that's
exactly,
because you know that you're always going to listen to it afterwards.
Exactly. So that's my little cheat code, life hack, however you want to put it. So control.
I'm going to see if I can find. Yeah, actually, I did it in Canva. So I'm going to just pull it up so I can actually just give a shout out to some of the other channels that were streaming. There it is, right at the same time. So let me go ahead and share this as well. And Tina, I know that you came up for a second. If you want to come back in, Tina, I will bring you up as well. I will bring you up. You can come up and we can talk about whatever project you have going on. So come on back, Tina, if you want to. Sorry, I didn't bring you up earlier, but you can feel free to come back up. Let me go ahead and share that again. All right, guys, can you see? Let me just drop that down. Can you see this list here?
Oh wow!
Soft skills with Before the Billions. He was live, and here's the thing: even though he had 12 watching, I prefer to watch that at that time than someone like Pocket Watching, who had 574 people watching at that time. Now, Pocket Watching with JT, that he's a brilliant guy. He's an accountant. He's a he's an accountant. Let's bring up. I think I saw what's the name coming back. All right, Tina, I'm going to add you to the stream, and then we'll come to you in a second. You have to turn me off as in your background, Tina. Yeah, the leader, the Pocket Watching with JT, he's brilliant, and then this guy as well. What's his name?
Sorry, I don't know these individuals personally.
Oh, okay. So he's really good as well. He's a real estate guy, really smart at what they do. 574 watching. So I watched Before the Billions live, and then I watched Pocket Watching with JT afterwards. So he was already off by that time. But then you also had Rush Ribbons, who made an appearance on The Lead Attorney. Did you see that appearance?
No, I haven't had a chance to go watch Lead Attorney, because him too. I love him. God bless him. But 6 hours. Oh my God! I don't think I can. I did watch it at first, the first couple, because oh my God, it's interesting. Now it's like, oh, I don't think I have the time. My goodness. I'm not as young as you, so my body can't take it. Oh my God.
So for those that are listening, the Lead Attorney, he'll do streams that are talking about 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. I think was his longest one. But you know what though? She stole my thunder. Our friend William, he's getting up there, wouldn't you say? He's getting up there with the hours.
For sure. But it's different with before, especially like when you're in his channel and you're participating. 4 hours goes by in a snap. Exactly. But when you're just sitting there and watching, 6 hours is a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? So he's one of those that now, unfortunately, TLA, I'll have to like put him on the second tab, have him going in the background, and when I think it's interesting, go back to it. But yeah, I don't think I could handle sitting down for 6 hours watching his live stream full attention.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know what I usually do? I usually watch him while I'm doing something else. So I might be doing laundry, I might be working, I might be doing something else while the lead attorney's on. But let me just give a quick shout out to Rush Ribbons. She has an awesome channel as well. Big shout out to Pocket Watching with JT. Big shout out to Before the Billions. Big shout out to Kevin Samuels. He's the Godfather. He's the big man about town. And then also big shout out to the Lapeef Network. They are awesome as well. So these are some of the people that are in our space, in our network. My friend, she stole my thunder. Where did you get that name from?
A lot of people ask, and of course it is from the Lead Attorney. Everything goes back to this guy.
Are you kidding?
One of the guests had and I forgot which video it was. It was two guests talking. I think I'm trying to remember which one it was now. I vaguely remember, but either way, it was like two of the panelists were having a discussion about the topic, and one of them wanted to intervene, but the other, was talking and, making their point. And afterwards, the person that wanted to intervene said, you know what, never mind, she stole my thunder. So I'm like, hey, that's a good name for a channel. Let me snag that. It's mine now. So yeah, that's where it came from. Yeah.
All right, so stick right there if you can. She stole my thunder. We're gonna bring up. Let's hear from Tina. Tina, what's going on, girlfriend?
I'm doing well. How are you? How's everybody doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you. It's been a while.
I know. I was like, wait, what is today? Thursday. I said I haven't been on Melissa's show for a while. I said, let me turn my phone on. Let me go on Facebook and see what Melissa doing.
Yeah, we're here. So I've started a series of trainings. You've already had some of my trainings in the past, but what I'm doing, I'm going to do a lot more, because I want to grow my YouTube channel, and I'm being coached by we keep on saying his name, the Lead Attorney, and he's advising us to narrow down our niche, where we want to focus. Because right now, as you know, I'll do interviews and I will do all kinds of things, but my sweet spot, I believe, is the technology that I know, the social media stuff that I know. I love it, number one, and I believe that I'm good at it. So I want to
Yes.
be able to share this talent with a lot of people. And he says, yeah, that's a good idea. So that's where I'm going to focus this for this next season, and hope to grow my channel like his to. He's got like what 60,000 now, I think 64,000 followers, subscribers,
Wow.
and he's making over $20,000 a month.
Wow. Remember our conversation previously
Yeah.
about, you can go bigger.
Yes, my
You
dear.
know?
Yes. Yes. So I'm gonna. That's where I'm gonna focus right now. What are you into at this moment then, Tina?
Right now, what I'm into, my title right now is I am a relationship retention specialist, and I help people to maintain and retain their customer base with the use of a simple card system online that can do right on your computer or right from your smartphone. And when you were showing how to connect your phone to your computer, I was all like, a light bulb went up in my head, and I said that will be a way of showing people how to use the app on the computer,
Okay.
on the phone as well.
Yeah.
So just so everyone can know, these are the things that I have created on the phone and the computer. I did it straight from the computer. The company sends it. The company would put a stamp right on the envelope and send it to wherever you want it to go. And it's right at your fingertips. It saves you a lot of time, money. You don't have to go to the post office.
And what's it called again?
Oh, well, it's actually called, the company's called Send Out Cards.
Uh-huh. Very good.
Yes.
That's one thing I know you do. I know you do a lot of things. What else do you do, my dear?
Yes. And previously, I mean, I still have my website up for the instant nail polish, but I decided to push the card business more because
you said that really quick. You said that really quick, Tina. Slow that down. What's it called?
The instant nail polish by Color Street. I still have my website up.
Okay.
But I decided to push the card business forward because I can reach more people.
Okay.
With the nail business, you will reach just women. I mean, some men will use it too. But
right.
Anybody in business who wants to maintain relationships can use this.
Got you. Makes sense.
Right. And then the company also expanded where they if I remember, they have a wellness department now.
Uh-huh.
They have a stream marketing department now.
Oh.
It's like six other departments, and once you start out with, because I started out with Send Out Cards, I can use my same affiliate number for 5 other websites. So there's 5 other ways I could make money as well, and I'm still learning about it.
Okay, what's your website?
Well, you can go to sendoutcards.com/u and /VTEZEL.
All right. So what you can do afterwards, you can just drop it in the chat, and then people will be able to click on it and go to it.
Okay, and I also put up my link tree because my link tree has pretty much everything that everything that I'm doing.
Yeah, drop whatever link, whatever link you want in the chat so that people can get to know how to get access to you and everything. Let me give a big shout out to Junior Martin. Hey everyone, I'm Millissa Jayne, Millissa Show. Good evening. Seeing what's going on. Yes, your mic sounds cool, Millissa. He's an absolutely amazing drummer, musician, awesome guy. Really, really helps to push other people's music and whatever they're doing. It's so awesome to have you there, Junior Martin. Good to see you. And what does Novelty say here? What? We need to talk to this guy. She's talking to the lead attorney. Absolutely. He is amazing. So definitely go check out my the video that I have when I spoke with him. I was gushing. I was like felt like I was talking to a big celebrity like Barack Obama or something like that. It was awesome. Yeah, 6 hours. What a whole day of work. Yes, that's right. It's a whole day of work. You got to do something while you're listening to the lead attorney, or else, you know, the time goes by. 6 hours, no way. He'd lose me after 15 minutes, says Marva Riley. Welcome, Marva Riley. And Marva, you see the link in there? Feel free to jump in if you want. Join us on this chat if you like, and tell us about your book if you like. Let me just drop that link back in again. Yeah, feel free to join us in if you want. We're making a party tonight. It's the end of the week. Thursday is the end of the week.
Yeah, exactly. Every day is the end of the week, as far as I'm concerned.
All right. So, yeah. I mean, this was such an impromptu type of show tonight. I really didn't plan to do this, but since we're here, what else is on your mind, Tina, or She Stole My Thunder?
Oh, well, with the number of times we mentioned TLA, I think we should be lucky he doesn't charge us per mention, you know? I think that's maybe how he makes all his money. The number of people that talk about him, you know, like $1, you know, maybe that's a good idea for business. Every time somebody says my name, they have to give me $20 or something. I don't know.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. But for those that don't know, in this YouTube space, man, people are making money a lot of different ways. Another way they're making money is once they get monetized, and you have to have, in order to get monetized, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and is it 400 watch hours or 4,000?
I think it's 400, but I could be wrong.
Right.
I'll quickly go to open up a second tab just to see myself as well, because it's so many subscribers as well too, you know.
Yeah,
so
at least 1,000 subscribers and certain amount of watch hours. Now I've got a long way to go, so I'm gonna have to increase my hours a lot, and and also I'm going to be making more appearances on other people's channels as well. So far, I've appeared once with the lead attorney, and I've appeared once with Before the Billions. So I'm going to be doing the rounds. She Stole My Thunder. I'm going to be doing the rounds.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking at it now. It's 1,000 subscribers required and 4,000. 4,000 watch hours. Yeah.
Wow.
On top of not having any guideline strikes, and obviously there's a verification process to do. But yeah, that's 4,000 and 1,000 subscribers. So I'm a little bit off on both of those things. So I don't know.
Me too. And the thing about it is because I've been streaming live for so long. I mean, we're talking a lot of years here, that I really didn't pay attention to all of this stuff. So it's only now that I'm saying, you know what, it's time to really focus on growing this channel intentionally, which means, unfortunately, for the people like Novelty, who is a recording artist, typically I would be playing her music over and over again. Like Junior Martin, musical talent and knows a lot of people who are in the music industry. I won't be able to play your music anymore, guys, because when you play copywritten music, you get strikes. So it's all going to be talk. It's all going to be, tech stuff, which I can do. I can do the demonstrations without getting striked, right?
Wouldn't she be able to like give you a copyright permission, and you maybe instead of you just flat out playing the music, maybe she could come out and say, "Oh, here's my latest video. Why don't you react to it?" You know, so you play 10 seconds and I like this beat, and you talk about it for 30 seconds, and then you play another 10 seconds. You know what I mean? That might be a way around it. I don't know. I'm just
so actually you make a very good point, because I think that there is some way how if you just play like a few seconds, you can kind of get away with that. Is that right? I mean, I'm gonna have to definitely look into it more. But if that's the case, then maybe we could do it like that.
That's it. Or flat out, she could give you permission. Like, I think there's a way for her to say, "Hey, yes, you know what, Millissa Jayne, I give you permission to play my full song," and that way it will allow you to play the full video in your background, or maybe have it as part of your intro or outro or whatever way. So
Yeah.
that way you avoid the copyright strike. Because usually a lot of times when you have copyright strike is because you're doing it without permission.
Right. Right.
So if
Right.
you already have permission from her to use her content, already that takes it away. Or like I said before, play little bits and react to it. Hey, I
Right.
really like this lyric, or I wonder how she came up with it. That way, that's another way of going. Because I've done that too as well in some of my videos, is where I take out just little bits that I wanted to talk about, and then
Good point.
talk about for
Yeah.
10 seconds, and that's another way around it. Yeah.
Yeah. So now YouTube is like Facebook when it comes to playing music. Yeah. So we're gonna definitely have to look into that a lot closer, because you play something on YouTube, on if I play any of the recorded artist music, it will say in the back, it will say something like copy. Oh gosh, what is the wording? I forgot the wording,
Yeah.
but it's not a good thing.
No, for sure.
Basically.
And there is a difference as well between copyright strike and copyright claim.
Claim is usually what I get.
Yeah,
Claim is usually what I get.
The claim isn't so bad, okay? The claim usually means that you are using somebody else's material, but they set it up in such a way where if you leave their music in your video, the moment you become monetized, they get some or all of the revenue that you generate from that video.
Yeah.
So you're not endangering your channel. Your channel will still be able to continue on as is.
Yeah.
But if, let's say, the video makes $1,000, they could get up to $1,000. Maybe not all of it. I don't know the whole regulation, because I do have a couple claims on mine. Another solution to that, if the music is, let's say, in the background, it's somebody, you took a video of your dog, you're playing out in the yard, and there's music blaring, you can simply replace the music.
Yes.
And then that way the claim comes off and you get to keep your video. But just again, if you want that claim to remove, just contest it, but get Novelty's permission, saying, hey, look, and have it written, and you go. Exactly. And then that way you can contest and say, hey, look, she's given me permission to use her music, and then that would take out off the claim. Or if it's if you're okay with it, if it's music that's from her and you don't mind that she gets the money, you can leave the claim, and then when you get monetized, whatever money is made from that video goes directly to her. So that might be a way of supporting an artist that you believe might need that money or might do good with that money. So that's another way of looking at it as well. So
I like that. That. Let's just go back to Tina for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, how you doing? While you ladies were talking, other ideas came to my head. There's a few radio stations on Clubhouse, and I know this guy, I forgot what his name is, but he played new and upcoming music, and he plays full songs on there. So maybe that's something that you could look into as well.
On Clubhouse?
On Clubhouse.
Interesting.
There's a radio Clubhouse right now that's on there, and there's a few people who have something /radio, and they play other people's music, and they talk, and so what they do is they will play a person's song, and then they have people chime in, or what I say, come in, and they give their input on what they feel about the song.
Yeah,
do something like that too.
Yeah, it might be because they are considered as a radio station, so just the kind of channel sometimes might affect that, but that's just a personal theory, so don't quote me on that. And they might also, because they're a radio, they might have a copyright agreement with the artist where the artist is saying, yes, it's okay for this channel to play my music. It's a way for me to make money, publicity, marketing, and all that as well. So it might be those two, or one of those two things going, which is why that channel might be able to get away with that without necessarily being monetized or demonetized, I should say, or copyright stricken and all that. So
Marva says, I've had YouTube block my video because I had a short clip in it. they said they won't take it down, but no one can find it. Yeah, I have quite a lot of those as well because you don't know this. She Stole My Thunder, but most of the times I would just do hours of playing people's music. You know, art to give them to give them exposure. You know, to
Right.
give these young not young, but these independent artists a space to play. I will play their music. I will have them come on. I will interview them. We'll do a whole, a whole series of pushing that stuff out there, and so that a lot more people can hear their music. That's what the channel was about before. But again, I'm trying to move away from that. Trying to move
Yeah,
away from that as
of
well.
course. No, it's definitely tricky with copyright in YouTube. You definitely have to do it a certain way for it to be something agreeable and that they're not going to claim or strike you for doing something that it's when you have an artist that you want to promote, you should be able to promote them. But yeah, with YouTube, if it's not done in a certain way, you're
Yeah.
out of luck.
Yeah. So what I've started doing now, and it actually goes back to the Instagram thing that we started with, is I'm using music. I'm finding music on Instagram, which is the royalty-free music, and I'm playing that as part of my my intro, or when I'm waiting for people to arrive and we're sharing. I use that kind of music then. So at least we won't get any kind of strikes, but I'm playing the royalty free music, and that's literally music that comes as part of the YouTube library. So I shouldn't have any issues with that, right? She Stole My Thunder.
No, that's right. And I was about to say that, yeah, YouTube also has some of that royalty. And that's basically what I've been going through as well. Because you do have a couple of videos where it's like, I have a claim. Do I really need the original music? No. Let me go to the YouTube tool and really edit out the music I originally have and replace it with that royalty free. And that's really the best way, because it normally comes with that copyright permission that's needed to say, yes, this is music that you can use, go for it. And that comes back to what I was saying before. Maybe with the artists that you play their music, have some kind of copyright agreement with them. So that way, if you get copyright claimed or stricken, you can go back to YouTube and say, take this off. I'm okay to use it. Here's the written proof to do so. Yeah.
Marva Riley says, there's got to be a way around that, MJ. Talk to a media attorney, maybe. And she goes on to say, can you communicate with YouTube to see what's acceptable? Yeah, I'm sure we can. And I think that there's a lot of documentation. I just haven't had the time to sit through and figure out what is what yet. But now that I'm sort of getting more into it, I'll make time. And also, because I'm in an environment, I'm in a community with a lot of other people, like She Stole My Thunder, like the lead attorney, like before the Billions, we can all communicate together because we're in this community and find out what is acceptable, what's not, what processes we need to go through. And somebody might already have the answer. That's the great thing, right? She Stole My Thunder.
Exactly. Hopefully somebody comes in the chat and says, go here, go there, do this, do that. Another option to maybe to sort of jump on that idea of looking for help by a lawyer. I don't know if I would go to Fiverr for this particularly, but I know Fiverr does have lawyer services on it as well. So maybe there might be a copyright lawyer there to look for. But again, I don't know if lawyers on Fiverr are somebody that are reliable. But yeah, no, definitely talk to a lawyer and see what your copyright options are. So yeah,
maybe the lead attorney knows the media attorney. How many times have we said his name now?
I think at this point the bill is getting higher. I don't know if I can afford it anymore.
I also, just to divert a little bit, I do want to give a big shout out also to Tina's husband, Mr. Victor Ezell. He's a recording artist as well, and he has some really great music out there on YouTube. Isn't that on YouTube, Tina?
Say it again.
Your husband, he's a recording artist as well.
Yes.
Does he have music on YouTube?
He did, and I know he took a few of them down because he wants to he's going to re-upload. So there's some things we're working on right now.
Okay. Yeah, just want to give a big shout out to Mr. Victor Ezel, recording
Thank
artist,
you.
wonderful singer, and just an awesome chap as well, an awesome guy.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wait a minute. So the lady that's talking here, is that the name she go by? She stole my thunder?
Yeah. No, it's an alias.
Okay.
I'm an undercover agent. Don't tell nobody. Shh. No, that's an inside joke for people that are in the community. There's another YouTuber that's I won't say their name, but I always joke around that they're the FBI agent around here. So you have to be careful whenever you see that person around. It's like, no, our local FBI agent is here. Please be careful what you say.
Understandable.
Yeah.
You're so funny. She stole my thunder, and I think I've heard somebody call you Thunder for short. Is that right?
Yeah. The what's his name now? El Guapo, beautiful
Guapo.
laws. Yeah, because I know she stole my thunder is kind of long, but yeah, thunder is fine too. You know,
Yeah. So
as
do you
long
go
as
by-
yeah.
so-
Sorry.
So do you go by She Stole My Thunder on Facebook?
No. Just on YouTube. Just on YouTube.
Okay.
I'm lurking in YouTube, so you know I gotta keep myself anonymous a little bit here sometimes.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
But She Stole My Thunder was played Matchmaker last night too, right?
I have a diverse career. What can I tell you? No.
Yeah. So hey, Melissa, I'm gonna have to go because as long as I'm up, this little one thinks she could stay up all night.
All right.
I gotta put her to bed.
Thanks for coming up. It was nice to have you, Tina, and keep on doing doing what you're doing. Don't forget to drop your links in the chat afterwards. Okay.
I did it through my phone. So
Okay,
hopefully you
perfect.
can see it there.
Yeah, I don't see it just yet, but if it's there, it's there. Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Have a good night, Tina.
Good
Have
night,
a good night,
Tina.
ladies and gentlemen. That's
All
it.
right.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up in a little bit. She Stole My Thunder. This was awesome having you coming up today. It really made my night.
Thank you for having me. And again, I love your accent. Very beautiful. I'm jealous. I want to sound like you.
And I like yours. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Give us a little bit more French.
bien sûr, n'importe quoi, juste pour toi. C'est un plaisir d'être ici. Ah, quelle belle soirée. Je voudrais passer toute la soirée avec vous.
Wow, beautiful, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. She Stole My Thunder. Are you planning to go live anytime soon?
Not on my own channel, but Before the Billions and I will be collabing a second time this Saturday. Yeah, we'll be talking about movies yet again.
Oh, good.
So yeah, he's still my first collab ever was with him, and it's still on YouTube. It was movie chat. So we're following it up a little bit where we're going to take it to the next level, and you're more than welcome to come and join. Hopefully the panel as well, and talk about movies with us as well if you want to.
I probably will.
Excellent.
All righty. Thank you so much. Then have a wonderful night. Then She Stole My Thunder, and it's great
Thank
talking
you.
with you.
Thank you for having me. Have a
All
good day. I'll go into the chat room now. Have a
All
good day,
righty.
guys.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
All right, everyone. This has been a wonderful, interesting topic, or not topic, just a show tonight. You know, a little bit ad hoc at the end, but we started off with the training for the Instagram, which was the Instagram boomerangs. We did how to do your highlight covers, and then we finished it off with Instagram Live. All right. So if you want to know how to do any of those things, just go ahead and watch it from the beginning. And also on Tuesday, we also did the previous video. We did a video on how to just use stories in general, how to use it from basics, how to do the pictures, how to put text on, how to use your filters, how to use the GIFs. We did quite a lot of things, so do go ahead and check that one out if you're interested in. Just if you're a complete beginner, then that first video will be even better for you. All right, so I will probably drop the link to the other one in this one so that you can get to it quickly. But again, check out my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Tell your friends. share it with a 1 or 2 friends who you think might be interested in this type of content. I'm literally giving you free training. This is stuff I've already built courses on this stuff, and I'm giving it away for free right now. All right, right now. Just get it while it's hot. Get it while it's free. All right, guys. So I want to again thank She Stole My Thunder for joining me tonight. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. That old frog trying to come back sometimes. Yeah. So I want to thank She Stole My Thunder for joining me tonight, and also thank you to Tina Azal for joining me tonight. And this is what we're going to do a little bit more of. I want to thank also Gary for joining me on Instagram Live, and Novelty for joining me on Instagram Live. We're going to be doing a little bit more of the spontaneous thing. If you feel like jumping in and coming up and sharing whatever you want to share with me, you're welcome to do so. This is going to be my platform. We've done it in the past. We usually schedule it, and we usually have it all scheduled and planned ahead of time. But we're going to be a little bit more spontaneous this season. We're going to be a little bit more spontaneous. All right, guys. So I'm going to just go ahead. Looks like my numbers are going up right now, and I'm going about to close. I can't just close like that. I'll play a couple of more songs, maybe. Let's vibe out to a little bit of music, and then we'll see what happens after that. Let's see what happens after that. Let's see what she says. Make sure when you clip other content, you sure to also edit it. Maybe add images and or text as well. Great tip there. Great tip. I can certainly do that. I can edit it. I can enhance it, make it a little bit different, make it a little bit and I'll also shout them out too. I think that would be a great thing to do, right? She Stole My Thunder is to give them a shout out and tag them in it too. Is that a protocol? I'm just learning all the protocol right now. But what I want to do too, I wanted to play a song for you guys. And this is one of the artists that I really, really like. And one of the artists that I really, really like, and she has a lot of music. That's the great thing, is that she has a lot of music on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and it's royalty free, to my knowledge. As far as what I can see, it says royalty free. I hope this one is a royalty free one. I hope this one is a free one as well. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Thank you so much, Gary. Let's go ahead and hear this one.
I live to make you laugh every day and night. Anything to get a glimpse of those pearly whites, the sparkle in your eyes when your lips bend up. Let me see those dimples, I can never get enough. I try and try, but I'm undone. You're my favorite drug. It's always the same, like a shot to my heart again. It's inevitable, a chain reaction I can't control. You hit me all up in my feel-goods when I see that smile. Yeah, those butterflies get loose inside and it drives me wild. Sunny days, they ain't got nothing on the way you shine. Oh, you hit me all up in my feel-goods and it feels so right. You're a work of art, like a diamond in the rough. Ain't no competition, baby, you're the only one. I admit that I'm stuck like honey, I'm buzzed. So sweet is the feeling and I can't escape the rush. I try and try, but I'm undone. You're my favorite drug. It's always the same, like a shot to my heart again. It's inevitable, like a chain reaction I can't control. Hit me all up in my feelings when I see that smile. Yeah, those butterflies get loose inside and it drives me wild. Sunny days, they ain't got nothing on the way you shine. You hit me all up in my feel good and it feels so right. Da 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 da.
Da, da,
Feeling
da, da.
good. Da 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 da.
Are you feeling good, guys? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good?
Feeling fine.
Feeling
Got me
fine.
all up in my feel good and it feels so right. Just like a cool breeze, you send chills through me. I'm a sucker for that feeling. Hit me all up in my feel good when I see that smile. Yeah, those butterflies get loose inside and it drives me wild.
Who's still here with me? Who's still here?
They ain't got nothing on the way you shine.
Who's still here?
Hit me all up in my feel good and it feels so right. Da 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 da. And I'm feeling good, feeling good. Da 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 da. Feeling fine. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. Yeah.
So much fun
Got
right
me
here.
all up in my feel good and it feels so right.
I can't get rid of it. I wasn't even planning to play music, but I just felt like it. So yeah, I can see where this show is gonna go. I can feel it. I can feel it. Ooh. Yeah, Novelty's got to go do some business. Sure. We're gonna finish right. Maybe just hear one more song since we have 9 people here. From what I can see, we'll hear one more.
There's a million reasons to divide. Everybody see the world through different eyes. But can we see
We good.
humanity,
We
dignity,
good.
equality, victory for you and me every single time? Or is it always gonna be we took the tab? Change your mind, flip your view, look where we at. Pointing fingers, middle fingers, yeah, who to blame? Getting under our skin where we all the same. I gotta let the madness stop with me so we can live in harmony. But sometimes we fight on opposite sides. Can't tell who is wrong, don't know what is right. But as long as we try to see things out of I'm good.
I'm good. I just remembered something, guys. I just remembered something very, very, very important. There are a few events. Remember, I used to do events all the time. There are a few events and some information that I want to share with you right now. So, October, I don't know if you guys know, is Black British Heritage Month. All right. And I'm on the committee that's helping to promote a few important events. The first one is going to be Commissioner Alexander P. Davis, in collaboration with the British Consul General Nicolette Brent, MBE, lovely ladies, both of them, Black British Heritage, past, present, and the future. And guess what? I've actually been asked to moderate this panel discussion. Congratulate me, guys. Congratulate me. Ooh. So it's going to be a forum to discuss, educate, and advance issues prevalent in Black communities in the UK, United States, and the Caribbean. It's happening on Tuesday, October 26, 2021, 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. And as you can see here, we have the Jamaican Consul General, Oliver Mayer. We have Miramar resident, Windrush Generation, Doreen Lavelle. And we have British author, Eulogy, something like that, Susan Pitter. I better know how to pronounce that by the date. And then we also have British professional football player, Director of Development at oh boy, I'm gonna have to learn all this stuff by the day. Jason Roberts, MBE. All right, guys. And then it's going to be viewed on Miramar TV, AT&T Channel 99, Comcast Channel 78, Facebook, and possibly some other places too. All right, so that is going to be happening on the 26th of October. Not only that, we're going to have the award celebration again. That's going to be the 30th. That's going to be at the Miramar Town Center Hall. And that is going to be a beautiful celebration as well. What is what? Oh, before the billions has arrived. Wow! What am I seeing here? What am I seeing? Salute to you before the billions. We're gonna have to call you up for a second. We gotta do that. Thank you so much, guys. Let me just go through these. Feel free to jump up if you have the time before the billions. I'd just like to have just to say hi to you if you're available. I know that you're a very, very busy guy, but if you're available and want to join me here for a second, free. So, let's see. Let me just drop that link in there, chat for you as well. So the other thing I want to bring your attention to is a friend of mine. My journey to a kidney transplant. Ed, his name's Ed, and he is looking for a kidney donor. The information is right here. Due to kidney cancer, my kidneys do not function, causing me to be on daily dialysis to survive. I am asking that you share with your social network, Facebook friends, church group, and workplace to help me find a living kidney donor. We only need one kidney, so help share the share. Thanks so much, Ed Brackman. And the number is there, 561-613-5930, ebrackman@yahoo.com. And he has a website too, www.nkr.org/TSB946. So we definitely want to help if we can. Put this out. It's on my social, it's on my Facebook page, and feel free to share it. I sent out a WhatsApp message to about 1,000 people today. So let's just try to get the word out. Somebody else sent something to me as well, which was, ladies, it's fall. It's about to get dark earlier. Make sure you fill up your gas tank prior to nightfall. Keep an extra charger with you at all times. Sign up for AAA if you haven't already done so. I have my AAA. Check your tires and oil. No ATM runs in the evening. Park in well-lit areas. Only unlock your doors if you are immediately getting out. Pay attention to your surroundings. Heads up, phones down. Stay safe, Queens. Stay safe, everyone. Somebody sent me this today, and I thought, you know what? This would be something to share with you all. And then the last thing is, we'll come back to this one another time, because I would love to get a friend of mine up to talk about his business. So we're going to have that up at another time. Righty, guys. So I'm so excited today to have Before the Billions in the chats. How are you doing, Before the Billions? It's an honor to have you grace our chat room today. How are you doing? She stole my thunder, is to hear. Well, aren't we an up and comer? Millissa Jayne, how should we pay? Oh, wow. You are so kind and generous. You don't have to pay to be at my present. You can just come in. We could just come in. I haven't even gotten that far to set that up yet. I do have a what do you call it? A cash app. It's Millissa Jayne, I believe. It's MJ Moolah. I think it's cash. Let's see, the $sign MJ Moolah. I need to change this to something that's a bit better. But right now, that's what it is. Since you ask, let me see if I can just double check that on my phone. Before the Billions. Hello, it's the man of the hour. You must have heard us calling your name. right? She stole my thunder. He must have heard us calling your name, because we've been calling your name all night. Before the billions, you must have right. We were talking about you speak of the devil, as they say. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Awesome. That's great to know. That's great to know. Isn't that an interesting name, Novelty? Love. I was picked up by the algorithm. Are you kidding me? It's working, guys. It's working. It's working. It's working. Oh, that's really, really cool. That's really, really cool. I'm gonna have to start doing like 2 hour and 3 hours like you guys now. I want to come up and I'm almost done. I want to come up. I'm almost done with my release for work. Oh, okay. So Mo Money, Mo MJ, Mo Money. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that WhatsApp just to make sure that my Cash App just to make sure that is the right thing. Uh, we want before the stop my thought before the billions. We want before the billions in the live stream, don't we? Don't we though? We do. We surely do. We surely do. So we'll wait for one more song. What we'll do, we'll play for one more song. What you say? The algorithm or that black magic. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna play one more song and see if the Before the Billions has completed his release, and if not, we'll have him up another time. So we're gonna hear another song by an artist, and this is no copywritten, no copyright. All right, so enjoy a little bit of music, vibe out with us. This is how we do it.
Don't know what is real, no lie. I've had enough.
Oh, that's okay, my dear. That's okay.
No try.
No expectations here. Let me see what my name is.
It's how you make me feel.
Yeah, MJ Moolah.
Know where we're going. I'm tired of the wheel. No, I don't wanna do this. Now I'm saying bye-bye. Time for me to let you go. Let you go. I don't know where I'm going now, but I'm gonna be okay, no doubt. So let me go. Let me go. Right now it hurts. Hurts for me.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Guess what, guys? We have the man of the hour joining us. Hello there, Before the Billions, and how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic now that you're here. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and introduce your channel?
Right. What's up, everybody? This is William from Before the Billions, and I am a professional data engineer. On my channel, I go into various different topics for discussion and also interviews on my channel. So if you're interested in any of those things, then check me out.
Awesome, awesome. It's good to have you.
Yeah.
So you said that you were working on a release.
Yes, I just finished.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, for work, as a data engineer, I push code onto the software. So for our software, I work for a recruitment company, and we were making some updates to our already existing processes.
Yeah. But aside from that, you've been so let's say active. You've just been out there in this social media land, in this YouTube land. Could you tell us a little bit about your journey so far? When did you get started with the YouTube channel?
Yeah, so I started my YouTube channel when I really started being more serious with YouTube in December. So I made a post saying, "Hey, I'm about to start a show," and that's when I made that. And this is back in 2020. One of my first videos I put up was actually me getting laid off from one of my previous jobs, and then I was like, "Okay, you know what? Let me try and do something outside of just working a job. Let me try and go into making YouTube videos. I already have a public speaking background, and I'm pretty comfortable speaking with people.
Ah,
So why not go ahead and have a YouTube channel that's dedicated towards discussions and interviewing people, um, and I can just kind of bring that that skill into the space.
Mm. So you said you started in December, is that right?
Well, that's when I started taking it seriously.
Oh.
To be honest, my YouTube channel has been up since 2013. Right?
A little bit like mine.
Right? So it's been a long time.
Yeah. Well, we also have something in common, which you just referenced. That's public speaking and Toastmasters. Yeah. How long have you been in Toastmasters?
It's been 3 years, coming up to 4.
Okay. I actually I haven't been as active just recently because I've just had so many other things on my plate, but I do I rate Toastmasters and that environment, the constant, learning and getting comfortable, the table topics and all of the great things. It really does help, especially what we're doing. We're out there, we're talking a lot. So just to hone in on those skills is definitely something that I love, and I definitely wanted to work on as well.
Yeah. And actually, what's funny is that I have something called vidIQ, right?
Mhm.
So for you guys who don't know what vidIQ is a YouTube helper tool, help you to help you with SEO, your search engine optimization.
Mhm.
And I noticed that my name has been trending apparently.
Ah.
So I put my name as a tag, and then all of a sudden I'm number one on for my name. So whenever I put up a new video, it goes number one. And then
Wow.
apparently I'm becoming a topic of discussion.
That's great. That is really awesome. Yeah, I think because of the work that you've been doing, the activity I would say in YouTube, because you pretty much are appearing on all of the main YouTube channels. You basically appear anytime, any chance you get. It looks like, right?
Yep.
And that's strategic, right?
Yes, it is.
Talk about that. And where are we getting our information from? Where are we getting our coaching from? Talk about that a little bit.
Right. So the reason I started just going up on people's live streams, the first one I actually successfully got up on was Mamiya Obsidian Ali. I got on his channel, and that was like my first time because they were talking about Kevin Samuels at that point. And then, Kevin Samuels, he was kind of actually one of the reasons why I really started getting more serious into the YouTube space. And because I saw how kind of like I guess easy it is to kind of get started, really.
Uh-huh.
Because you have so many people who can just get up on their phone and do a whole bunch of things and just putting out content. And then as you get older and as you progress, then you're able to build up. So that's what I did. I just started on my phone on Instagram, and then I
Oh.
moved to YouTube. And the reason why I go on to so many different people's platforms because I feel like I have kind of expanded in a way, right? Because I was scared to get up on YouTube panels, and I was like, okay, I don't want to say anything wrong. I don't want
Uh-huh.
anybody to, I guess, use my face and be like, oh, well, he said this.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then when you actually get up there and then you kind of get all the jitters out, as you may know with being a Toastmasters,
Uh-huh.
then that is a great way of actually kind of getting yourself to have more followers and also more people knowing your name. One of the reasons why, if you guys know who O'Shea Duke Jackson is, he talks about a lot of people like Jessica X, who have been able to get so much success because they have been in the space, in the chat rooms, on the panels. And then I was like, okay, well, why not just go ahead and do this myself? So, and
Yeah.
since then, I've been able to grow my YouTube channel up to like almost 600 subscribers within 2 months. So 2 full months.
How many did you have when you started? Like, let's say 2 months ago.
But so before I started with actually doing it like a lot more, going up on people's panels, I only had 12 subscribers,
Oh wow!
and
So
I
you
was one of them, right? I have another YouTube channel that I was another follower myself. But yeah,
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna start to as you can see, I'm starting to get out there. I appeared on I appeared on the lead attorney's Q&A. Was it Friday?
Mhm.
And just being part of his Patreon and being part of his Discord. I picked up a few followers from there. So each day I pick up a few, but I'm going to start to ramp it up and just get out there a lot more so I can grow it a little faster, because this slow thing is not going to work for me. I got to do I got to build the momentum up.
Mhm.
But we do have a question, actually. I'm going to put this question to you. Maybe you might know the answer to this one. I'm not sure if this is related to tech, but Tulsa is moving its headquarters to Texas. They were in California. Thanks, Willie Reynolds, for that. Do you have any comment on this, William?
Yeah, I think that's cool. Tesla is a great company as far as they have so much innovation. They're pretty much tied to energy. So, by being tied to energy, not only for just the cars, right? But they also have a lot of other things underneath Tesla that have helped them to be so successful. And the move to Texas, moving of the headquarters to Texas, seems like a lot of people are moving recently. Um, so Tesla's moving to Texas. Amazon, they're building something in Atlanta. Microsoft just moved to Atlanta as well. They have another building in Atlanta. It's very beautiful as well. And Google has their own building in Atlanta as well. So it's just kind of hidden. You have to kind of like know where to go to be able to find it. But it's nice too. So, yeah, a lot of these big companies are moving.
Yeah, you mentioned Atlanta.
Yeah,
We've got to always say, the lead attorney says everyone's in Atlanta.
right. I'm
For the
in
YouTubers.
Atlanta, so
Oh, you're in Atlanta as well.
yes, ma'am, I am.
Oh, I didn't realize. Didn't realize. Okay, cool,
Mhm.
cool. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question, Willie Reynolds. And it's good to have you, Willie Reynolds. It's my first time having you in my channel, so it's good to have you. You're welcome to come back anytime for sure. All right. Speed is your friend. Yes, I know this novelty. I know this novelty. We're in the same business. We're in the same community, and we're trying to build. And speed is our friend. Absolutely.
So, Millissa Jayne, I got a question for you.
Sure.
So, everybody was saying that I was brought up earlier on in the conversation.
Yes.
What were you guys talking about?
We were just talking about the fact that Oh, actually, I'm going to show you what we were talking about. I'm going to pull this up on the screen. This is one of the things we were talking about. Let me go ahead and pull this up, because I think you'll like this. Let's go ahead and do this. So yesterday, as I finished I was teaching a class on something, and then I jumped onto to YouTube to see who was on.
Mhm.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
And first of all, I saw that you were on, and you had 12 people watching at the time. And I'm like, okay, soft skills. This is something that definitely I'm interested in. Even though I was in the chat room, I didn't come on screen, but I was definitely interested in the conversation.
Mhm.
For some reason, I kind of really identify with your channel because you're into tech as well, and I'm into tech. That's definitely something that interests me. But then I saw that there were quite a few other people that were live at the same time as you. We're talking about Pocket Watching with JT, and he's got an awesome channel. I love his channel.
Yes.
Such great information. And I've forgotten this other guy's name. Do you remember his name? Oh, Orlando. It's right there. Orlando.
Yeah.
Both of them really smart, really great content, and he has 574 people watching. You had Rush Ribbons was also on. I remember she made an appearance with the lead attorney,
Mhm.
and that's how I got introduced to her. Actually, I think I got introduced to everybody through the lead attorney.
Yep.
And also, but let me just take that back. I actually found Kevin Samuels first before I found the lead attorney.
Mhm.
I was listening to Kevin Samuels you know, and then I found Lead Attorney, and then it was all about the Lead Attorney then at that point, right? But he had 10,000 people watching, and also the Lapeef Network, another great channel. I love that channel as well. Very creative people, and they had 232 people. But after all of that, I actually tuned into yours, who had only 12 people watching, but that was the one that drew my attention.
Yep.
That's what drew me in. And I just had to share that with. I shared it on Instagram, and of course I tagged you, and I shared. And we were talking about that when before the bill, not where what's the name again? She Stole My Thunder was on. So that's what we were talking about, amongst other things. Just talking about how great you are and how you're getting out there, and how we kind of have to follow in your example, and so forth. So that's what we were saying.
Right. And actually, what's funny is that the lead attorney was on the live stream at
Yes.
that time. So that was
Yes.
like, like she was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I met these people from the lead attorney." And then lead attorney was actually on the show. That's nice. So,
That's so awesome. Yeah. After I'd come in, I didn't check the previous chat. I just came in, started to say hi to everybody, and then I said, you know what? Let me just take care of this little admin thing, and I sent something over, and then it was then that the lead attorney dropped a message and said, "Oh, look at Millissa Jayne sponsoring shows and appearing on panels and so forth." So it was great to have him shout me out as well.
yeah.
It's so awesome.
Yep,
Yeah.
it is. And lead attorney, he's a really cool guy. He's helped out a lot of people. And when he jumped in on the call, then he gave a great perspective. He had to have like a deep conversation. And then we were also talking about like also attorneys just going into the tech industry as well.
Yeah.
Because I've met a lot of attorneys since I've been started my career. So and then the lead attorney was actually in disbelief. He was like, "What? This is interesting," because they actually, I used to think if you were to become an attorney, then everything's pretty good for you. But then when they actually broke down, like, "Hey, being an attorney is actually pretty difficult," um, and then a lot of people like if you go through your law school, you get that's your skill, and you pretty much I didn't know that that's your skill. Like nobody else wants to like hire you on for anything else other than being an attorney, unless you go back to school for something else.
Mhm.
And then actually, I know I have a friend who is an attorney, or was an attorney, and then we talk to each other all about stocks all the time, and he used to work with me as well in my old job,
Uh-huh.
and he's probably one of the smartest people as well, and also really good at development. So it's just one of those things that I kind of noticed.
Yeah. I remember he was saying what was quite interesting was what he was saying was that if people were to ask him, should I, be an attorney? Should I start studying to be an attorney? He would advise them basically no. From what I'm understanding, he would steer them against it. He sounds like he's actually said it that he's kind of ready to retire now from being an attorney. He's kind of widening himself down, but in this space, I mean, he says that he's only making 20,000 per month, at the moment. To someone like me, that's a lot for per month. But the people that are making huge amounts, it's just amazing what the possibilities are.
Right. And I actually made a video last night about how much Twitch streamers were making. One of the top numbers was $9 million, or
Oh,
$9.6
wow.
million.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was a group of people, right? But it was a lot of single people, like individuals, who were
Mhm.
making millions of dollars since 2019, just
Wow.
off of what they get off of Twitch. Not even just the donations that they get and all the other business opportunities that they get. That's just
Yeah.
like advertisements and stuff.
Right. Lots of revenue streams available. I mean, you have things like, you can start a Patreon. You could you get donations coming through the chats. I mean, I want to get to the level where the lead attorney is, and man, the amount of donations that he gets is not donations, sponsors, we should say, sponsors that come in through that. It's insane. He probably makes
Right.
probably more than.
No, actually, it's funny, Melissa Jane, is that I recently just started. I created a business Cash App.
Uh-huh.
I created a business PayPal, and I just recently did it like probably like a month ago, like
Mm,
last month, like
mhm.
and it's just the beginning of this month. And since then, uh, I have made like $600 in donations,
Wow.
and I'm like, okay, this is. I would advise people to go ahead and start
Absolutely.
a YouTube because for somebody who I'm not even monetized yet.
Wow. So
I'm planning.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
Yep. So
Good.
I've made money with YouTube, not even being monetized with YouTube. And this is
Wow.
all. That's why I say I always appreciate. Every single live stream I do, I always say I appreciate every single person, and I always give a shout out to every sponsor. But yeah, most definitely it has helped out because I got my lights in here now. Um, and also I'm planning on getting another monitor. So that it's only going towards the business to kind of
Yeah.
expand the
Yeah. Yeah.
expand the quality
Uh-huh.
of the live streams. But yeah, I definitely do appreciate everybody who has helped out.
I didn't even think about that because you don't necessarily need to be monetized in order to get the donations. It didn't even compute to me with that at
Mhm.
right, right at the moment. But I'm definitely going to, for some reason, I'm thinking to myself, okay, let me get monetized first before I even start to drop that in there. But I can go ahead and do that now. So
Right,
I
lead
will.
attorney.
That's the best nugget I've gotten today.
Right, lead attorney told me last night. He said you need to go ahead and start a Patreon. He told me that
Yeah.
in the chat, and now I'm considering it because just like how you were saying, like just like I was saying, is that without even getting to the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers, I've been able to make some money still.
That's great.
Right,
That is
and then
great.
right now I'm nowhere near the 4,000
Yeah.
watch hours,
Yeah.
and I'm getting closer to the subscribers than the watch
Yeah.
hours.
I know. I know.
And
It's a little
that's
steep. 4,000. That's a lot.
it is. It's a lot of watch hours, but what the attorney says is do live streams. And obviously, if I had just did videos, I would not have made any money off of YouTube for
Yes.
many
Yes.
months.
Yes.
If I just if all my live streams were just 10-minute long videos, then I would have to wait a lot longer to get picked
Yeah.
up by the algorithm
Yes.
on something on one topic.
That's
But yeah,
that's very true. So everybody that I speak to in this space, I'm learning. I'm getting tips from everybody. So the more I jump into, your stream, all of the other streams that I just mentioned and more, I pick up tips all along the way. So and I'm going to start to implement a lot more now. But that's a great tip that you've given me today is to start dropping my Cash App and my Zelle in there. So I'll be doing that as of the next time I go on live.
yes, and then another strategy I've been doing. Now this is of course, I've been donating to people through super chats and cash apps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Simply because I just support.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I've noticed, and this works in your career as well, is that if you give
Yes.
to people, then you also get from people as well. And it may
Absolutely.
not be like you're giving just to get,
Uh-huh.
but you do want to make sure that you are donating to people because people notice that.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, and then people would, if anything, they'll just shout you out.
I know. I love it. It's great, And it's funny because when I did that yesterday, it was like it just it was almost like I just wanted to do it, not for any type of return, but I was just like, you know what? I'm in this space. This is what people do. This is what we do. This is how we support each other. You're somebody that your talent is someone that I've gone to over and over again. This is just a little tiny way of saying thank you. So that's how I felt. So I'm glad I did that yesterday.
Hmm. Yes, and I also have the collaboration with She Stole My Thunder, and our live stream that we did last time did extremely well. Um, and it wasn't until I started doing the extremely long live streams. I did a 5 hour long live stream a few days ago, and that was my longest live stream I've done. And the 5 hour long live stream, oh, to give you the example, right? I did a 1 hour long live stream before, and then from that, I was able to get, let's say, like 12. Let's say I was able to get 12 watch hours.
Okay.
A 2 hour live stream, I was able to get 24. When I did the 5 hour long live stream, I got 90 something hours
Oh,
um, of watch time.
wow.
So it went up exponentially
Yeah.
just off of
Interesting.
those just off of pretty much putting in a workday almost
Hmm.
um, of of just live stream, just showing, just keeping people there, even if like I really only have at most 20 people for
Mm.
like a few seconds, right? At most. And
Oh,
then just by people like supporting, like, okay, let me just because people what they'll do is they will have you up and then they'll have another person up at the same time just so people can get their watch hours, which is something that
right.
people don't do on any other social media. Where they like I didn't when I was on Instagram, I didn't see any sort of community really. I saw like, a few people who wanted to like tune in from here and there, but I didn't have like a schedule.
Yeah.
Now I have a schedule. Now I have people who went like if I would to hop up even at 10:16 over here in Atlanta, people would actually still join in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on Instagram, people are like, oh no, I'm not gonna join in, because unless you are somebody who people want to see, then that's when they will actually join in. But on YouTube, the community is here. It will just say, hey, you know what? Even if I'm not really interested in the topic, I
Yeah.
just want to
Yeah.
support.
Yeah. I love that. I love that about this community. We're all supporting each other.
Mhm.
Um, I definitely want to work on some strategies to increase the watch hours. So, any of those tips that you talked about, as far as even if you're not necessarily engaging, you're still being a part of it. I want to still sort of narrow in on some of those.
Yes, and actually, the thing about it is that what I started doing is instead of just starting up the live stream like immediately, what I did was I got a countdown,
Yep.
and the countdown has helped me out too because sometimes I'll be still doing something, or sometimes I won't really know how to start it off, and I can kind of practice a little bit. But what it does is they'll be like when I first started, YouTube is just sending out the notification, and for my analytics, I only had 22% of people who have the bell notification icon clicked.
Oh. Oh.
So if you don't have it clicked, then you won't get the notification. So only 22% of my subscribers will actually see the notification. And then let's give them a few minutes before they even click on it.
That's right. Yep.
So I'll be sitting here presenting to nobody for the first few minutes. And
Yep.
then when they finally do pile in, then they have already missed a good majority of what I've
Yeah.
already said.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yep.
the countdown helps out tremendously, and then you can get that for free
Yeah.
on YouTube, and then they'll
Yep.
let you use it.
Definitely. Definitely. All right. Well, the before the billions. One last question before I let you go. How did you get the name Before the Billions?
Right. So I remember I was in high school, and when I was in the gym locker room with one of my friends at the time, and him and I were talking, and then I was like, you know what, this girl had told me like, oh, I really don't like your Instagram name, and then I was like, what's wrong with my Instagram name? Because it was actually a nickname that people used to give me. But now that I look back on it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good thing I did. I changed it. If you want me to tell you what my nickname is, I'll let you know. But back then it was Big Willie Will. Right? So my nickname back then was Big Willie Will in high school. And then this girl was like, I just don't like how when you like my pictures on Instagram, it shows up as Big Willie Will. Like, that's so weird. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and change it. And then went to Before the Billions, and I just stuck with it ever since.
Yeah, I think I could identify with her not liking the Big Willie Will. That's like, okay. It sends a little bit of an interesting message.
Right.
Beautiful. All right, so I want to thank you so much for coming in tonight, gracing my show with your presence. It's been wonderful learning a little bit more about you and getting your perspective and getting some pretty good gems as well for me to help me to grow my channel. So thank you so much for that.
All right, thank you so much, and shout out to everybody in the chat as well.
Absolutely. All right, take care. Before the Billions. That's Before the Billions, everyone. We've had a great show tonight. It's been varied. It's been very, very good. Had quite a few people up sharing some tips. We're going to grow our channels, guys. We're going to grow it together. We're going to support each other. We've got quite a few things to do. We've got to get our 1,000 subscribers. Let's say I'm a third way through to get in that. I don't display how many subscribers I have, but I've just told you. But I don't display how many subscribers I have on my channel. And there's a way how you can hide that. I have a little video on my channel showing you how you want to hide that. If you do want to hide that from the public, how to do that. It's like a 1-minute video how to do that. And I want to thank Before the Billions. I want to thank She Stole My Thunder. Novelty and Gary for coming on Instagram with me, Willie Reynolds and Tina for coming on the stream as well, and everyone else that's tuned in. All right, so we're going to be back on Tuesday. I might come back again before Tuesday. I have a feeling that I will. Gary, are you still up? Oh my gosh. I have a feeling that I'm going to be coming up some random times, but for the most part, my schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Yes, yeah, it's been Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. until whenever, and I still will be doing my tech tips and tutorials. I'll be teaching you about social media, how to do lives, how to do, posting on stories and all kind of different things. And we're going to go on to other things. So if you have a tech question that you want to have answered, for example, somebody was asking about how to connect your phone to your computer so that you could see the phone on the screen, things like that. I'll show you how to do it. All right. Again, thank you so much. Thank you again. She Stole My Thunder and Gary Dixon. Very interesting show, right? Very, very interesting. A little bit different than what you normally see of me. Thank you, Novelty, working and listening in the background. Thought I was leaving. It's always great to have you all with us. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you back. I'm going to play the music as I go out. You know how I do. I will see you back next week.
Let you go. Gotta put me first. I gotta do this on my own. Gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. Yeah, I gotta let you go. Let you go. Lost myself inside your world.
Thank
you. You didn't help, just wanted me to be your girl. Oh. Now I'm saying bye-bye. Time for me to let you go. Let you go.
Let you go. Let you go.
I don't know where I'm going
Bonsoir.
now, but I'm gonna be okay, no doubt. So let me go. Let me go. Right now it hurts. Hurts for me to let you go. Let you go. Gotta put me first.
No copyright music. You see that? She Stole My Thunder. No copyright music.
Gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go.
I gotta let you go. That's an appropriate song, right?
Let you go.
That's an appropriate song. I gotta let you go. Okay.
Lost
I gotta let you go.
myself.
Yeah, let you go.
Lost myself inside your world. Oh. You didn't help. Just wanted me to be your girl. Oh.
Bye bye, guys. See you soon.